Hello everyone, I'm Debbie Polachek. I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Welcome to my channel. The sample of the different size stars you can make with different size of squares. You cut a pair of squares for each star. The first one was a 3-inch square, which makes a 4-inch star. This one was a pair of 4-inch squares, which makes a 5-inch star. The pair of 5-inch squares make a 7-inch star. And this 8-inch star is the one we're going to make today. It starts off with a pair of 6-inch squares. Okay, this is our 6-inch square. We're going to fold it right down the middle, making sure each corner meets each corner. I'm going to do it both ways. Using your bone folder, make sure you crease your edges real good. Now you will be doing corner to corner, making a triangle. One way, and then we'll do it the opposite way as well. Next, I'm going to be showing you, or using a jig that I have made with a piece of scrap paper that is 1 1/4 inch wide. I use this to make little marks along each of the flat sides along the score line. This will be a cut line later that we'll be using. The sizes will need different sides of little jigs. I'll have that posted in the directions below. I do this on the wrong side of the paper. It will not be seen after the star is complete. Okay, now go ahead and take your scissors and cut all the way up to that line that you just drew, that which is the 1 1/4 inch away from the edge. Next, we'll be folding each corner. Make as sharp as of a point as you can. Again, be sure and use your bone folder to make real sharp edges. And also use your bone folder to help you get that point a little sharper if needed as well. I'm going to be doing this all the way around the square. Now you'll be making 2 of these stars, just alike at this point. Now, this is just to create a star. Later on, which is going to be in just a few minutes, I'll be showing you how to make a nightlight with your stars. This is the jig we'll be using for that. As you can see, I kind of stuck my finger inside the star, holding it in position that it'll be glued later. Then drew my lines of the area that covers. Okay, I'm measuring right down the middle to make sure there's a line that goes from that tip of that point down the middle of that triangle. Start at the point and measure 1/2 inch all the way down the triangle. Now I'm going to be taking my piercing tool. The newer piercing tool works better, and go ahead and pierce hole all the way down those points that I used at every 1/2 inch. Here's my jig now, the one that I completed, and on the first star, this will be the back of the star, the back star. I'm poking the hose, lining it up at the edge, poking the hose at every 1/2 inch all the way down. Now on this back star, you see I'm poking the very top hole, but that's not necessary on the very top hole because you're not able to get your finger inside that area later on anyway, so just start with the second hoe. But of course, if you do it, it's not a big deal. So I'm continuing all the way around the star, poking my hoes every ½ inch apart. Now this is again the front of the star, and this time be sure and do this on the front of your paper, and poke your hoes as deep as possible at this point. This Stampin' Up! Poking tool, which is very useful in a lot of different ways. It has the little thing to clean out your die cuts on one end. And you also have a little sticky picky thing that you can pick up little rhinestones and such with to change out. So it's a real useful little tool from Stampin' Up! Be sure and try to get you one. Like I said, it makes a bigger hoe than the old pokey tool did, which is nice now because the bigger the hoe, the better the star lights up later on. I'm also poking a hoe right down the middle of that, where that intersects with each other, each of those score lines. Now I was thinking that these stars would be cute on a ribbon, you know, when you're making your Christmas gifts and tying it on a ribbon. And also stringing them up together and make garland. There's a lot of useful things that you could do with these stars. I know I hung it up, the little nightlight, on a doll that I have in my bedroom, and she's holding the little star. She looks just beautiful. Here you take 8 to 10 inch pieces of linen thread. Stampin' Up! Also makes this product. Tie it in the knot in the end. And next I will be hot gluing that to one of the points in the back star, the one with the hose poked on the side, not the middle. You want to do it on the front because then it would block the light from coming through on the front. So okay, next we will be taking a hot glue gun and putting it on the side that has no hose, then gluing the part that does have the hose over the top of that. Do that to each one of the spikes of the star. Want to be sure and line up that, overlap it just to line up to the other edge real good. It will make the stars, the points, a lot more sharper. Here's the last one. We'll get it done with some hot glue. Okay, next I'm going to be taking that same tool and redoing those hoes that we have, just copying it, going straight through the original hose. And it's not important to do that first very top hoe because it doesn't show anyway, so, or you can't get your finger in there to show. There I'm showing you that I made sure that the hoes are bigger in the front. Just here I'm putting glue in each one of the sides of each of the spikes. Next I'm going to take the star that goes to the back, line it up in front, look at it front and back, make sure it's straight. Pinch the star front and back together and pushing it together so it'll make good contact. That hoe in the middle there is because I had to redo the video because it wasn't recording. So anyway, I'm going to show you how now to put a tea light in there. The first time I showed you how to put the other light in there, the little night light. The night light shines a lot prettier when you get through than the tea light does, but I thought the tea light would be cute on a Christmas box. There it is. There's the big tea light. Really beautiful. No, the big night light. I'm sorry, not the tea light, but the big night light. Okay, here I'm cutting it bigger to hold the tea light. This doesn't have to be perfect. I've just kind of measured it to see about how far it went down naturally, and now I'm going to go ahead and cut all the way around so I can hot glue that tea light inside of there. When I put the tea light in there, I'm going to spread it apart and kind of put that tea light about halfway down, and then put my glue on all 4 spots that the star itself connects to the tea light with, and push it down. Now I'm going to fill up those little holes on the side of each tea light, of each petal, and keep calling it petals, it's actually spikes, I guess, and kind of squeeze that together. Anyway, that is how we made the little tea light. Be completely cordless. Anyway. I thank you for coming by. Oh, there it is in the dark. Thank you for coming by. Until the next time, see you later. Give me a thumbs up, please.